Welcome to Lively Up Girl Affirmations and Coffee. My name is Linda M. Today we're bringing you an amazing Bible story. And this story is about a woman who needs to get more credit because she certainly deserves it. It is the story of Abigail. So why don't you sit back and relax and enjoy a hot cup of dark roast and step into the amazing world of stories from the Bible in less than 5 minutes. Once upon a time in ancient Israel, there was a wealthy man named Nabal. He owned many sheep and goats, and he lived in a place called Maon. Nabal was known for being very rude and unkind, while his wife, Abigail, was very beautiful and very wise. One day, King David, who was not yet king, but he was an important leader. He was on the run from King Saul. David and his men were in the nearby wilderness, and they had been protecting Nabal's shepherds as well as their sheep from danger without asking for anything in return. When it was shearing time, David sent some of his men to Nabal, asking him for food and help. The message was very friendly and respectful. However, Nabal responded very harshly. In fact, he insulted David and refused to give him anything. Well, the news in fact did get back to David, and when he heard what Nabal had said, David became very angry, and he decided to take his men and confront Nabal, and they were ready to fight. And this is the part where Abigail steps on the scene. Abigail, who's Nabal's wise wife, heard about the situation, and she quickly swung into action. She gathered a lot of food. She gathered bread and wine, sheep, roasted grain, and cake. And she took all of this and went to meet David and his men. But she did not tell her husband Nabal what she was doing. When Abigail saw David, she bowed down before him and begged him not to take revenge on her husband Nabal. She also reminded David that it would be better to let God handle the situation and that he would be the future king of Israel. Abigail was very wise and spoke kindly, and her words touched David's heart. David listened to her. He also thanked her for her wisdom and agreed not to harm Nabal. Abigail went back home, and when she arrived, she saw that Nabal was having a big feast and he was drunk. So she waited until the next morning to tell him everything. But when Nabal heard the news about what had happened, he became very afraid. In fact, he had a heart attack, and about 10 days later, he died. After Nabal's death, David heard the news and praised God. And he also sent for Abigail and took her as his wife because he recognized her wisdom and her strength. And so Abigail became part of David's family, proving that one wise and brave woman could make a big difference. And if you want to know more about this story, you can find it in 1 Samuel 25. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more Bible stories.